Look how out of line this man is. On a crowded plane, he tries to put his seat back flat. Seat back directly hits knees of woman sitting behind. The woman stands the pain and pushes the seat back hard with her hands. Shockingly, the man starts leaning backwards hard. Two of them start competing strength like that. Seat becomes rope for tug of war. The man tilts his head and looks back. Notices it is a woman. As the offender, he is the first to complain. Directly calls the stewardess and says he is a VIP of the airline. Stewardess sees the woman dressing simply, so asks her to straighten her legs. The woman surely disagrees. Greedy airline puts seats so close, just to make more money. At this moment, cop on the plane approaches to support the man. What is happening here? The woman is not easy to mess with. On my way to Prague, I don't want a stranger to sit on my legs. Soon after she said so, passengers around her all agree. Cop instantly comes up with an idea. He says sarcastically, "You can choose first class instead of economic class. It is the roomiest there." Cop judges person simply based on appearance. Makes fun of the woman because it seems like she cannot afford to upgrade to first class, but does not expect that the woman replies powerfully, "God damn it. How much for the first class?" Next second, she upgrades to first class after spending money. Man, attitudes of flight attendants immediately change. To show apology, a big roast chicken is presented. Champagne is also poured personally. The woman does not pretend, asks to leave the whole bottle. This is more like it. However, her fancy trip just starts. Her name is Emily. She comes to Prague to travel. When she just gets off the plane, there are truly too many people taking cabs. Emily directly calls a helicopter. In this way, going to 5-star hotel would be faster. When helicopter arrives over the hotel, people nearby all discuss, who came by helicopter with such grandeur? A hotel attendant expresses, the last one who came by helicopter was President Johnson. This person is either rich or noble. Emily arrives at hotel's front desk. Waitress enters the check-in information, but Emily arrived by helicopter. She arrived 3 hours early, so her room is not ready yet. Hotel only has a presidential suite left, more than $5,000 a night. Hotel attendant asks if Emily is willing to take it. Emily does not even blink her eyes. "I'll take it. I'll have to take the presidential suite." This is Emily's first time staying at a 5-star hotel. When she is in the room, Emily grabs a bunch of money and gives them to waiter as tip. Waiter does not dare to take. "It's too much. I'll just take one. That's good enough." Then, Emily starts spending money crazily. Wears personally tailored red evening gown. Does SPA treatments at top clubs. Uses meteorites to massage. Whips her body with spatial saplings. Fully smears her face with green gold secreted by snails. 2 slices of cucumber that are put on her eyes. Cost $2,000. Meals are way better. Michelin chef personally helps entertain her. Congressman sitting at the next table cannot stop admiring. Who on earth is Emily so she could be so welcome? No one will believe. Actually, she is just a sales clerk. This is the thing. Emily is a sales clerk selling kitchenware in supermarket. Her life's financial situation has been tight. Every time she goes to supermarket to buy something, she would pull out a bunch of coupons. One day, when working, accidentally, she hits her head, then, directly, passes out. She is taken to hospital to do a brain CT. The result is shocking. It is a terminal disease called blue rubber blood nevus syndrome. Doctor also tells her that she can only live for 3 weeks. Emily directly freaks out. She has been going through suffering all his life, has not enjoyed her life at all. She goes straight to her boss to quit, but her boss does not care about her. Emily is pissed off. She smashes his phone first, then breaks his CD. She has been suppressed. Now, finally, she vents her anger. She goes to bank, withdraws all her saving, including her mother's inheritance. Then, books flight and hotel. This time, she wants to go to Europe to fully have fun. Also, wants to live a rich life. So, she comes to Prague, and goes to beauty shop first. Do you know how people from upper class do beauty treatments? Stick hair with little tape. Pull eyebrows with small tweezer. Massage with meteorites. Whip body with spatial saplings. Fully smear face with green gold secreted by snails. But Emily is still not used to it. Tight bound in gauze like a mummy. She runs to bathroom. She comes to a top clothing store. "Do me a favor. Help me dress up." Personally tailored clothes are put on. A red skirt. Walks with elegant and confident steps. Instantly, her temperament raises 80 degrees. Emily comes to the hotel's dining hall. Michelin chef here is very famous, so she orders every dish, but Michelin chef in the kitchen is angry now, since these costumers have too many requirements when ordering. This needs to be less greasy, that needs to be less sugary, and something needs no salt, want nothing to be added. Then, why do you eat? All of a sudden, he sees Emily's order. No requirement is listed, and all his dishes are ordered. Wow, great. I'll have to see this person. This person is definitely a gastronome. Michelin chef comes to the dining hall. Initially, rich businessman and congressman next door are waiting for him, but he sits by Emily. They talk about cooking, talk and laugh. Rich businessman is ignored there. They all guess who Emily is. Why is she welcomed so much? Someone says she is top official. Someone says she is as rich as a nation. And congressman, he falls in love with Emily instantly. After dinner, when Emily is enjoying pool bath, congressman approaches to ingratiate, asks, "You are so welcomed. Who on earth are you?" Emily expresses, "I'm just an average person." It is good not to say. Once it is said, other people will think she is low-key. Coincidentally, rich businessman happens to pass by and sees this. Oh man, congressman is needed to accompany when taking shower. This woman is so powerful. What on earth does she do? She cannot be sent by my competitor to ruin my business with congressman. Rich businessman starts being very hostile to Emily. In elevator, Emily meets rich businessman cheating on his wife with concubine. This makes rich businessman suspect her more. The second day, skiing. Rich businessman decides to gain respect back in front of Emily and congressman. Have you ever seen a real social superstar syndrome? At the ski resort, accidentally, Emily lets go of coach's hand. She skis faster and faster, uncontrollably. She screams. Whoosh. She skis past, in front of the rich businessman, to rich businessman. No doubt, this is provocation. As a skiing genius, is this tolerable? He rushes to catch up. What he does not know is, Emily is really panicked now. She sees rich businessman. It is like she grabs straw that can save life. She hugs him tight, to rich businessman. This action is very confusing. He is too anxious to figure out what to do. Two people ski in a messy way for a while. They are about to run into forest. However, Emily has protagonist halo. She successfully avoids all barriers and perfectly stops. But rich businessman is not that lucky. When landing, his face has a close encounter with ground, like a dog nibbling mud. Accordingly, he looks awkward. He loses to Emily in skiing. Word is spread in the hotel. After this, Emily's fame greatly increases. People all admire her. All the top officials sit with her at the same table. Rich businessman is very awkward. He can only bring a small stool, and frustratedly squeeze in Emily's table. Rich businessman decides to revenge, to suppress Emily's morale. Next day, two of them decide to play something more exciting. They go to play wingsuit flying together. 500-meter high dam. Directly jump off. Two of them follow coach to the edge. Rich businessman is badly scared. He says,
"Ladies first."
Even Emily is scared, but she is about to die soon. Why worry about this? It is better to just do this in a cool way. She encourages herself, jumps bravely. She makes it. Emily flies beautifully in the air, then opens the parachute and lands successfully. She wins applause from audiences. It is rich businessman's turn. Rich businessman is badly terrified. His friends all urge him to jump. "I cannot jump. Mechanical problem." He crawls back. All his friends are disappointed with him. After returning, attendant spreads news crazily. People from laundry room told me that the rich businessman peed his pants due to fear. Rich businessman became people's laughingstock, but he is still not convinced. He goes to casino with Emily to gamble. No one has ever seen such a good luck before. Emily's first time, bets on 17. She wins. The second time, bets on 17 again. Surprisingly, she wins again. No way. Both times she got 17. The probability is too low. What kind of luck is this? Rich businessman does not believe this. He sticks to betting on something else. Turns out the third time, Emily bets on 17 again. 3 times all get 17. That is absolutely impossible. Rich businessman bets on something else again. The result is totally unexpected. It is 17 again. Man, in few minutes, Emily won more than $3 million bucks. Other people also made some money with Emily. Rich businessman is about to cry since he lost miserably. Rich businessman is totally awkward. He buys off waitress next to Emily. Lets her investigate Emily's background. Waitress finds Emily's work ID. Turns out she is just a sales clerk. Waitress also finds posthumous papers written by Emily. Instantly, compassion shows up in her mind. So, she does not report to rich businessman. But, rich businessman still figures out who Emily really is. From other channels, at the dance, in front of everyone, he uncovers the real identity of Emily. Emily, a sales clerk of a New Orleans store. That's it. Salary, $29,000 a year. No one believes it, but Emily starts laughing. Since from the beginning to the end, she never said she was rich or something like that. Those words are just people's guesses. She stands up graciously and tells everyone, what he just said is correct. I'm just a sales clerk. She is about to keep going. but gets interrupted by the Michelin chef. There is no need to explain to them, but Emily persists to finish. Since I'm about to die soon, I can only live for 3 weeks. Therefore, I did not tell you guys the truth. I'm afraid I would affect the moods of you guys. I've never imagined that I can live the rest of my life in such a beautiful place. So, I'm really sorry. We are always in a rush, with heads down. One day, we have no way to go. All of a sudden, raise head, then rethink. How I end up here. What Emily just said is from her heart, simple and unadorned. People all nod there. It is my pleasure to meet you guys. I will die peacefully. Emily leaves after saying so. People next to her all start cursing rich businessman. Indifferent, heartless, asshole. Even his concubine leaves him. Rich businessman went through shocks one after another. His pressure could not be vented, so he climbs to the rooftop alone, tries to commit suicide. When he is about to jump, Emily climbs up as well. To comfort him, a person that is rich and leisure like you should be able to let everything just go. I want to open my own restaurant. Want to stay with the one that I love. Want to live my whole life in a simple way. But now, none of them could be achieved. Can you be more concerned than I am? She has said enough on this matter. Rich businessman is speechless. At this moment, Emily hears something. Turns out her boyfriend comes here to look for her. What comes next is better news. Hospital sent a fax. Emily does not have terminal disease. Machine made mistake. A bunch of people, in the same position, have the same cancer. It is definitely a misdiagnosis. Happiness comes too suddenly. Emily truly cannot believe it. After returning, Emily and her lover open a restaurant. The Michelin chef personally comes to help. On the opening day, a bunch of VIP customers from the hotel also come. Emily's great life formally starts. The end. This film is called Last Holiday. Today's question: where do you most want to go to travel? Put your answer in the comment section, please. Emily really gains happiness after going through hardship. Kay is relieved after seeing that she has money to open restaurant. Do not spend all the money, otherwise, it will be awkward. Believe. With so many friends' help, Emily's restaurant is destined to make a fortune. This film is great. Welcome to watch the original film. Alright, that is all for this video. Thank you for thumbing up and subscribing. We will see each other next time. Bye.